What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel where you will see vlogs, challenges, tutorials, and more. So today we will be talking about freshman advice. I'm going to be giving you guys some freshman advice for the upcoming freshmen. So for number one, always be prepared. Make sure you come prepared. Make sure you go shopping like a month before it's time for you to go to school, so you do not forget anything when it's time. Make sure you get highlighters, pencils. You can get mechanical pencils or regular number 2 pencils, notebook, notebook paper, folders, binders, book bags, flashcards, all the stuff you need. Always make sure you be on time. You always want to be on time, because if you don't be on time, that little bit of time you're late, you can miss out on so much. Literally, so much. You can always miss out on so much, and when you go to class, they're not gonna stop teaching. It's to start over so you can catch up. When you go into class, you can ask your teacher for some help, or you can ask one of your peers for some help, so you can know what you're supposed to be doing, so you can catch up. And for the first day of school, I wouldn't say talk to anybody. I wouldn't say don't talk to anybody, because you should get a chance to examine the people. Like, it might be people that's already been at that school, that been there, that's probably like going to the 10th grade or something, you know. So you want to examine them, or the new people. Like, I wouldn't say don't talk to them on the first day of school. But if you want to, you can, get to know somebody. But I prefer not to, so you can just examine and see how they act, to see how they get used to the school and used to the people, and see how they start acting, to see if you want to be friends with them. And because you don't know if like they like to start dramas or they bullies or something. So you should examine the kids that's in your class. Next, make sure that you check your schedule before your first period class over. Like, if they tell you what class you're going to be going to first period, I advise you to check your schedule to see what class you're going to next before the first period class is over. So then you don't be late to class section for what class you want to go to. You can ask your teacher, you can ask your first period class teacher, where's this class at? Is it upstairs, downstairs, couple doors down? So then you can know. So then you won't be late to class and looking for the classroom. The next thing I would say, I wouldn't be worried so much about becoming a freshman, because when I was a freshman, it was actually easy. I wasn't scared. Like, high school is really completely different from middle school. Like, you get to experience new things. Like, at my school, we be doing 10th, 11th grade work, and we be getting ready for college. Even though I was a freshman, but we still be getting ready for college. Like, we'll go on college tours and stuff like that, and like they'll be teaching you about some of the things you'll be doing when you go to college. So you can be extra prepared. You can do sports. Like, I wouldn't say be scared to do anything. Like, you should do sports. You can do sports. Your freshman year, you can do sports, so that's gonna be a good thing on your report card. And then, like, once you finish school and they look and they see that you're an athletic person, that'd be good on your thing. So you should do sports, or you should do what's comfortable with you. You can do like cheerleading, volleyball, basketball, football. You can join the debate team. You can do dance, softball. You can do swimming, track, wrestling. And I would say avoid bullies. Like, really avoid them. Don't hang around no bullies. Cause then if you hang around bullies, then they're gonna influence you that it's okay to start bullying on other people, which is not. If you see a person that's bullying somebody, you shouldn't be around that person, because you can see, oh, they being a bully. Like, this is what they do. and you shouldn't be around them because again, you can get in more trouble by doing that. And I would say, don't talk to no boys. I mean, you could talk to boys, but like when school first starts, don't talk to no boys. Just because I think it's best for you to not talk to boys yet. Not like relationship talk, but like talk period. Because some boys, they can be messy too. They can be messy also. Like if they can try to fight people and bully people. They can even mess with girls too. So I advise you not to talk to boys. But if you want to, it's your choice. That's what you want to do. But for me, I don't talk to nobody. Like on the first day of my freshman year, I didn't talk to nobody. It was even 2 people. It was even a couple people that I already had went to school with in middle school. And it's people that I had grew up with, but I didn't talk to them because I just didn't talk to nobody. Because when I'm around new people, it's like it's not just easy for me just to go around speaking like I know everybody. That's what I don't do. I don't go around talking like I know everybody. Because I don't. So, don't skip class. That's one thing you don't do. Do not skip class. If you skip class, you will miss out on work. Like, you will miss out on a lot of work. Because like you can learn a lot of stuff in that hour or that 2 hours, however long your class is. You can miss out on a lot of work. So then, like, if you go to class the next day, then you be looking lost because you don't know what to do because you wasn't in class the day before. Now, if you have a reason that you skip class, if you didn't feel good or something, like, if you didn't feel good or nothing, you should let your teacher know. Or you should go to your teacher before. You should say, I will not be in class today because this reason. So your teacher can know. So your teacher can mark you so they don't say that you skipping. You can ask questions. Like if you need help with something, make sure you always ask questions. You can ask questions to your peers or your teacher. If you anybody that you see that's getting what you're doing, you can ask for help. Like if you don't get it, don't be scared to ask for help. Then if you don't ask for help, you wouldn't know what to do. And that's what I used to do. I used to not ask for help because I used to think I got it, but I know I didn't. I know I didn't have it. So that's why now when I need help with something, I always ask my friends or ask my teacher that's there to help. Next thing I would say is to speak up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. Do not let nobody sit there and bully you. Don't let nobody sit there and talk about you, nothing. I wouldn't say fight them, but I would say tell them off. Like tell them, leave me alone and all that stuff. But if they keep coming back messing with you, then that's when you tell the teacher or the principal or any adult that work there in the building. Make sure you tell them because if you do not tell the teacher, they will keep messing with you constantly. Like I used to get bullied. I used to get bullied all the time. But I don't know because I be telling them off and I be ready to fight. But I won't say fight because it's not a good thing. Because if you get suspended, it shows it on your record. It shows it on your record, and you don't want that on your record. Like if you're trying to get a job or something, and watch it on your record. Next thing, do your homework. Always do your homework, because doing your homework is a part of your grade. If you do your homework and turn it in, you will get a good grade. So do your homework all the time. Don't get anybody else to do your homework for you. Do your homework. Because by getting somebody else to do your homework, and if they know that you didn't get this in class, but you got it right on the paper, they're going to know that somebody else did it for you. That's what they think, that you copied off somebody else's paper. That's what they always check for, to see if you copied off of somebody else's paper. And if you do, you will not get credit for that work. So don't copy off nobody's paper or don't get nobody to help you. Sometimes you can get away with it, sometimes you can't. But I think it's best that you do not copy off of somebody's work at all. Even if somebody try to tell you, let me copy off of your paper, do not let them copy off of your paper, because that will get you in trouble. That will get you in trouble, and you do not want to get in trouble for letting somebody copy off of your work. Next, you can make friends, you know. Make friends once you get used to being to the school, to being around people, you know, and you to examine people and see how they act. You can make some friends. Get you a little friend group. You know, a little friend group. I don't prefer having a big friend group because a lot of stuff can happen, really. I would say I will have like 2 or 3 friends. Like, I really got a group of friends, like 2 or 3 people that I hang around every day. I don't hang around different people every day. I hang around my same friends, especially that I know well. That's like my actual friend. Now, if you seem like if you become cool with a person and you call them your friend, if you call them your friend and then you see that they change different, like they start talking about you behind your back, not hanging with you no more, that's not a real friend. A real friend is having your back through all situations, no matter what. No matter what. So make sure you have friends. Make sure that you are wearing the school dress code. Wearing the school dress code, like if they do have dress code, make sure you follow that dress code. Like a white school shirt, tan pants and shorts, you know. But if you don't got dress code, you still have to follow. You still have to follow what they say. Like, don't wear anything that's inappropriate or that's too showy for girls. That's too show that'll show your breasts, show your butt, or anything. Or for boys, don't sag. Don't sag. Make sure you always have a belt. Make sure you always have a belt. Because don't nobody want to go around seeing your butt all day. Make sure you have that. Make sure you, like I said, make sure you get to know everybody. Once you get to know everybody, it'll be okay. I would say date pretty fast. Not date pretty fast when becoming a freshman. Don't just go straight into a relationship at the beginning of the school year. I would say become friends with that person first. Make sure you have a strong bond with that person. Like, you know this person very well, y'all cool, all that. Make sure you have a strong bond with that person. Because if you don't have a strong bond with that person, then y'all ain't gonna be able to date because y'all don't have a strong bond. But if y'all do have a strong bond, y'all be able to date. You feel me? Because you don't want to have less of a bond with a person, but then you date them. I would say be friends with them for a while. I could say like a month. Get to know them, be friends with them, get close to them, and after that, then you can date. You feel me? I would say find you a table at lunch at lunchtime. You can sit anywhere you want to, but I would say find your specific table. Because then if you find your specific table that you sit at, then you don't got to worry about starting messing with nobody. Somebody come up to you, or you sit in my seat, you got to get up, or that. I would say find your own table. Because if you find your own table, you don't got to worry about nobody coming up to you saying, this is my table, and I was seeing him first, all this other stuff. Like the older kids, how the 10th graders and stuff be. Be respectful to your teacher. Always be respectful. Be respectful to your teacher because they're there to help you. I would say teachers, they will push you hard, literally push you so hard. It might get frustrating at times, but you gotta do it. They push you for a reason. Even if you want to give up, they'll still push you. They'll make you try harder. They will push you and push you and push you. You might get tired of them doing it, but they're doing it for a reason. They're doing it to better you. They're doing it to help you, you know? Let me see what else. I already said do your homework. Participate in class. That's one thing you need to do is participate in class. I would say participate in class. If you're a quiet person in class and you never raise your hand or nothing, the teachers will pick on you. And then if they see that you're not answering, they would think, oh, she don't know it. Let me see if she know it. she probably don't know it. So they'll call you out. And if you don't know it, that's okay. If you get it wrong the first time and unless you get another try and they see you don't know it, they'll, help you out. Like they have tutoring after school. Schools have tutoring. You can go to that after school. So then you can learn what to do. So then next time you can be participating in class, raise your hand and stuff. Because if you participate in class, that will help your grade too. That really will help your grade when they see you participating. I would say start thinking about your career after school. Like I would say, start trying to find a college that you want to go to. Start looking up information about the college you want to go to. So you can know, so you can already be prepared. So by the time your senior year comes, you already know what college you want to go to and what you want to major in. I would say you have time, but at the same time, sometimes school year go by fast. And by the time like this, it's already going to be your senior year. So I would say that you should start looking into colleges and stuff. Make sure you stay organized. Always stay organized. That's the main thing. Stay organized. Because if you don't stay organized, then you're going to lose everything you're looking for. Like if you have a paper that you need to turn in and you're not organized and you done lost the paper because you can't see. Stay organized. That's what you have folders and binders and books bags for. Don't just leave your paper balled up somewhere. Because if you get your teacher a wrinkled paper, that's just messed up. You have to make sure your paper nice and neat. Okay? Don't give your teacher no wrinkled paper. You got to put it somewhere that you know you're going to be able to find it. Like if you have homework the night before, you got to turn it in the next day. Make sure you put it in your folder. So then when it's time to turn it in, you don't be looking for it. And then if you can't find it, then you're going to get a bad grade. You don't want to get a bad grade because that will affect your grades really bad. I would say you can help out. Like you can you can help out at the school. You can help out, like if your school got a job or something, you could sign up for that. You can get a job at your school. Like at my school we got this place with a bunch of games and stuff at the Boys and Girls Club. And it was these people that worked there and they was getting paid for keeping the room clean when it was time to leave, like that. You can get a job there. Make sure that you always come to school on time. Come to school on time, especially on testing days. When it's testing days, you gotta come to school on time. If you be late, then you ain't gonna be able to take your test. You have 2 days to take a test. If they give you another day, like if you didn't come to school, they give you the next day. But if you come to school late, by the time the test start, or you will come to school way after the testing is over with, it's done. You can't take no test no more. And you just done. You have to take a test to make sure to see if you're ready to go to the next grade. Like NWA testing, SAT testing, stuff like that. So you guys, this concludes the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification. Link will be in the description below. And I hope these tips help you survive your freshman year. Bye.